Hello planners, come along with me as I set up my A5 planner pages for March. Now I'm going to make my monthly cover page, set up my calendar, as well as embellish my habit, mood and sleep trackers. So let's go. In today's live, I'm going to set up my planner pages for March using my new planner bundle, and I'm going to embellish the cover page and then also the 2-page spread calendar, as well as the habit, mood and sleep trackers. Now you don't have to have these planner pages to follow along in today's plan with me. I hope that through my planning, habits tracking, well-being and budgeting that you can get some inspiration and ideas for your own planning. Now all the items that I do mention and show in today's video, all the details are in the description below, and if I do miss out, I'll make sure to update it after the live. Now, if you are here in live, make sure to say hi in the chat, or if you're watching on replay, type replay and do let me know where you are tuning in from. So without further ado, I guess we'll just get started. Hello, Maria. Hello, nice to see you. Good morning from here in Sydney, Australia. And Budgeting Mama Irene. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me in today's live. Second one for this week. So yesterday, if you haven't watched that, what did I do yesterday? Oh, that's right. I think I did the swap and the planner flip. It's the days roll onto each other that I'm forgetting where I am. Maria is tuning in from Malta. Thank you so much for joining me. What time is it in Malta? So it is 5:32 a.m. here in Sydney, Australia. I've been up since who knows when. So let's just get right into it and make sure that we cover everything. Now, to be honest, as always, I guess, I had no clue as to what cover page. Let me show you I didn't really know what cover page to make for March. Well, not so much that I didn't have a clue on the cover page idea. I guess I can easily do a green theme for St. Patrick's Day, or here in Australia, it's the start of autumn in March. So, but it's more that I have run out of time and that I need to get my March pages set up because March is tomorrow. So from yesterday's live, I know that a few of you are in the same boat with regards to leaving it a day or two before a new month start, but that's all good. Now, with that in mind, I went to one of my go-to cover pages, and this is the letter block cover page. So let me show you. So it's as they say in the magic of television, here's one I have created earlier. So let me pop this one and pop me on the side. So here is my March cover page. So I've cheated a bit. I have made a pre-made one because I'm going to stress myself out if I try and do one on live, and then if I don't like it, then you know how it feels. So this one I created on my iPad using Procreate, and so what I did is I took one of my dotted page from my planner inserts. I added a block letter, M, or whatever month you're in, and then just filled in the block letter with text March. So I did one line and then I just copied and pasted. I have done this. I think there is a video somewhere in my YouTube channel where I did this manually. I wrote down, I think it was November, on an end block, and it took forever. So maybe one day I'll do a manual handwriting again, but when I am running out of time, Procreate. So let me know if you have used Procreate at all, or any illustration app. Now I use Procreate for very basic arty things, but I do use it mainly to create my planner inserts. I know you can create planner inserts on Canva, but I'm a from start to finish kind of girl, and doing it manually and doing exactly how I want. But so Procreate So this is a letter block that I filled with March text on repeat, and then I remove the letter block, so then it's only the text to create this effect. Now, if you want something like this for your March cover page, make sure you do stick to the end, because I'll show you what you can do to do something similar to this. Now, I could leave it as is, but that would be boring. Now, this is a habit tracker that I have created, so it's the circle one, so I'll leave that on there. So hopefully, though, it's not a distraction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to color the M, and I'm going to be using the number has faded, but I think this is 192, which is the asparagus. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, first of all, see if I can pop some music in the background. And so just with hand drawn, if you wanted to make it a little bit more perfect, I guess you could use a ruler, but once it's colored in, you can't see any imperfection. And again, if you have hung out with me for a while, the imperfection of anything you create makes it uniquely you. Is the music on? Let me pop that on a little bit more. So just color it in. I'm probably going to go back and color in the bits and pieces, but once it's fully colored, it's not gonna matter if it's not straight. I should be an advocate. Make sure it's not too loud. Let me know if the music is okay or too loud or not, you can't hear it. So then it's just not my voice echoing in the background. So I still did pick a green theme, and this one is asparagus. So I guess going into the autumn season where it's still not fully orange and red leaves, this one still fits the season that I'm in here in Australia, although the temperature is still in the high 20s, 29, 30, so it's quite warm. And here in Sydney, regardless of what the temperature is, it's always humid. So it could be cold and you're sweating. It could be warm and you're sweating. So there we go. I think the imperfection of the squiggly bit, and it's not a straight line, gives it its unique little touch. Now, what I'm going to do, just to add a bit of pop of color, let me reach here. I'm going to use my Kuretake Zig Clean color dot marker. This one is in orange, but the name is Island Coral. And I'm going to use the round spongy bit, and I hope I don't wreck my page. And I'm going to create 5 little petals, and I'll show you this technique. So what you would do is you would, I guess, put the marker at an angle, press, and sort of do like a flick. So see how that creates a little like either teardrop or a petal. And again, doesn't have to be perfectly. Oh, that's so cute. Even I surprise myself sometimes. I think I've got makeup on my fingers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's do one more here. Let's do here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm going to leave it at that. Aw, that's so cute. So I have in the description a video showing 5 different ways I use Kuretake Zig Clean color. This one is the jewel ended one, so it's got a fine tip, as well as the spongy dots, and depending on the pressure you put, amount of pressure you press on the paper determines the size of the dots. So if you press lightly, get teeny tiny dots, and if you press a little bit harder, it is you create bigger dots. So check the description, make sure to check that video after, of course, make sure to stay to the end. So that, very simply, is my March monthly cover. It's half cheating, I guess, you know. I did color it in. I'm going to see if I can, there is a foundation mark there. I'm not very good with foundation and fingers and getting it on me, so there we go. What do you think? Let me know. It's Maria says in Malta it's 7:32 p.m. Hello Lisa, hello, nice to see you. Thank you so much for being here, and I love how you guys chat to each other, and we're building our little small community here on Mariane Cresp TV. Oh, that sounds cool. All right, so now the next spread I have is the calendar. Abba's child, very cute, thank you so much. Yeah, simple but effective. I quite like that. That's something that'll bring me joy when I open my page to that cover. So now let's go and look at so what I'll probably do here is I might just put either double-sided sticky tape, and then it's together. So now we have the 2-page calendar spread. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Tombow Jewel brush pen. So this one is 912. Let's see if it'll focus. And this is a pale cherry. So again, I love these markers. Anytime you can get dual-ended markers, it doubles the use of the markers that you have. So I'm going to use the brush end to let me just make sure I've got everything set, and the brush end, and just very simple uppercase lettering. So I'll make sure it is March, yes. I'll make sure not to talk, because when I talk and write at the same time, I misspell things, write the wrong number. So March, and then of course grab my Pentel Energel black ink pen with a 0.5 needle point refill and outline each letter to make that marker pop on the page. So whatever color highlighter or markers you are using to embellish your page, if you haven't tried outlining it with black marker, or even maybe like a darker contrasting color, try it and see what you think, how it looks on your page. There you go. March looks good. Now like I said, I have tried in the past doing, the hand lettering where one side is thicker and then the upstroke is thinner. That's actually how I started collecting Tombow Jewel brush pens, because I wanted to do some sort of hand lettering and calligraphy. But I discovered the way my brain works is I like to see things linear, nice straight lines, angled lines, and I think with hand lettering, with all the curves, it drives my mind bonkers if they're not all slanted the right way, or the A might be a little bit rounder than the C. So I stick to my uppercase letters. So another thing is, for example, if I have my rug on the floor and if it's not perfectly parallel, say, to the wall or the furniture it's next to, it just drives me nuts. Please let me know I'm not the only one who has to have the rug perfectly straight. Now for washi tape, I'm going to use these 2 green ones. So these comes from 2 different 10-pack washi set that I bought from Kmart here in Australia. Again, anything that you have on hand, don't buy new stuff if you've got plenty of washi tapes, although I buy stuff all the time myself. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stagger and layer these 2 on. So just place one a little bit lower down the top, your top page. So whatever planner insert that you are using, whether for your ring bound, it's a disc bound, or a journal that you already have that has, dates and everything, if there's space that allows you to put washi tapes and stickers, make sure you use that space wisely and embellish it because like I said, when you open up your pages and it makes you heart sing to see colorful pages, you're more likely to touch your planner on a regular basis rather than having it plain. Of course, there's nothing wrong with plain pages. I'm not saying minimal pages is wrong. Each to their own. Remember, what works for you may not work for me, and what works for me, you might go, those colors don't go together. What are you thinking about, Marianne? But actually, I will say they do, because I'll show you a sticker set that I have that have these exact colors. Now, okay, so let me quickly double check. I think I'll pop the dotted one at the bottom as well. Now, if you did want to purchase any of my planner inserts, go to mariannecresp.com, which is my website, and I have many planning pages for productivity, but also fun trackers, you know, to track your, where did I put my little ruler? Okay, to track your TV shows you've watched, books you've read, savings challenges. So yeah, if you want to try out any of my planning insets, you can just go to the website. But I'm not, well, of course I'm here to promote my own products, but I won't pressure you into getting it. I hope just by watching you can get some ideas and, color combos. It's nice to hear from followers that, oh, I tried that and it worked. So there you go. There's my March 2-page cover spread. Now, let's quickly check. Lisa, it seems too easy to make letters. Yeah, so with these ones, with the planner bundle that I have, let me see if it has dotted. I specifically made sure that I have dots at the top, so then you can align your washi tapes and your headings a lot better. But yeah, it doesn't matter if it's imperfect, but yeah, so all it is, you saw me do it. So just that side, so I guess the left hand side of the letter, just create sort of like a block, and then write your the rest of the lettering with just straight lines. And then when you outline it with black, that white space there now looks like it's like a reflection, so it gives it a nice touch. Okay, so now I normally have I usually use number stickers for my dates, but my Carpe Diem number sticker pad does not have the full set that in a color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the green Tombow dual brush pen, so you don't even have to have a dot marker. And then I'm just going to, let me make sure Wednesday is the 1st. So all I do is just create little squiggles in the corner, and that way I'm just gonna write over those, so it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. If you have maybe a stencil that has a circle outline, or even the square, you can use that as well. But see how just a little squiggle line is enough to make the number that you write on top pop on the page. Let me make sure the 31st is a Friday. So here, so make sure I don't go beyond that, because it's going to upset me having to white it out. Not big upset, just grr upset. Little tiny grr upset. Okay, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on and so on. Let's find 31, 30, make sure 27, 28, 29, and then through the magic of television later on, when all is said and done, the rest would be filled in. So let me get rid of my calendar that I have on here. Now, I like your line. Yeah, I can't do the script. Yeah, so I practiced and practiced, but I think it's not so much that I can't do the hand lettering script. It's just my brain likes the uppercase, the angles and the straightness, and that is why I think I write in uppercase. So all my writing are in uppercase, because then when I do the lowercase with the A's and the C's and the D's, sometimes they're not all the same roundness. So now if you are getting any value at all, or you're liking what you're seeing, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're not yet a subscriber, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell to get notified of when I do upload new videos. It just tells YouTube that you guys are liking my videos, and they may show it to you more often than not. Now, all right, so now at this stage, this is when I would go and fill in the known dates. So I will go to my future log. So I would go through the future log, all these dates right here. I will migrate into my calendar to make sure I don't miss out any events, tasks, important tasks I have to do, any bills that are due. They're not fun and sexy, but you got to make sure those bills are coming out so you have the funds ready in your bank account if you are doing direct debit. So most of the dates are things like you know, payments, subscriptions, but so I'll fill that in. But the most important one is on the 29th of March is my husband and I's 15th wedding anniversary. So that needs to be marked down. And what I'm going to do, this is the Filofax botanical sticker set, and then sticky notes. So I won't use any sticky notes yet, but I saw in the botanical sticker set there was the anniversary, so I'm going to pop that on the 29th. So, and right here, and then I'm sure we're going to go, so if it's not that day, we'll probably on this weekend or that weekend try and schedule my mum and dad to look after my boys, and we can go on a lovely date. Let me see, I'm trying to look for a Kina Prince sticker that will fit nicely. I think this one here, so lots of kisses on the guy, so I think that one would suit nicely. So Kina Prince stickers, I think I'll make sure I pop that. She's on Instagram. So all the rest of the items on the future log, payment, renewal of subscription, Amazon Prime free trial expires, so those things. So any subscriptions that you do sign up for, it's important to know when they renew, because then if you haven't been using it for a year and then you forget that it automatically renews, then you'll get charged, and then you've got another year that you paid for that you're not using. So make sure you also use future logs or whatever calendar or diary that you have, that you pop on future dates and events that's way ahead of time, that you'll forget if you don't write it down somewhere. Okay, so that's the calendar, and let's see what I might embellish some of the page here. So I have positive vibes. I can pop that right there. So these colors go really well with the orange and green that I have chosen as my Tombow jewel brush pens, as well as my washi tapes. Still growing, and then maybe I'll just add some more in the empty spaces as well as a couple here. So yeah, so botanical sticker set. It looks really nice, muted colors, not normally colorways that I would go for, but it works really well for, I'm trying to look for the eraser. all my foundation on my fingers. Okay, so there we are. Now the next page is my habit tracker and mood and sleep tracker. Now if you have a ring planner and you didn't want to open and close the ring planner, because I know, oops, sometimes if you do that too often, you might make the mechanism loose and then there will be a gap. So what I do with my hole punch is then I just cut slits to the hole punch, so then instead of opening and closing, you can remove and replace your planner pages nice and easy. Okay, so let's go and put March heading here. I think this time I'm going to use the asparagus. So again, let me see if I can, I don't know if I can zoom in a bit more. I think I am zoomed in. I don't want to break the setting because I know I'll mess with it and then it won't focus. So see how I just do the block and then the rest of the letter again, just the little rectangle, and then for the rounded one, try and make it a little bit wider than you would normally, so then you can create that like block or thicker edge. March. See how that little H there, it's a little bit shorter. So once you go and highlight it with a pen, you can just color it in, and you can make each letter around about the similar height and width. So markers can be quite forgiving because then you can color in afterwards any bits that you might, if letters is too short. I'll show you in a sec what I'll do. So there we are, the H, so it was a little bit shorter, and then you just go grab your little marker, and no one is the wiser. So let's see, what can we add in that little space so then it doesn't look, maybe I was going to put a butterfly, but that's too green together. How about this little pot plant? And it's a good thing with the Filofax stickers is that it's replaceable, so which means if you stick it incorrectly on your page, you saw me remove that and it didn't tear the page. So you know, I think of course if it's been there for a while, it might be harder to try and remove that. So let's see, I don't know if that space, no, it's not wide enough for this with washi tape, so I might just leave that as is, maybe just add some more stickers. Let's see if this will look cute on here. That's nice. And maybe some hearts. And just sporadically, oops, I sporadically place some hearts along the way. I think I'll leave it at that. Okay, next, the mood and sleep tracker. Maybe we can put that butterfly in the corner right there. Look at that. That looks lovely. You see? Yeah, looks nice. Now, this habit tracker here has, I think this is 22 rows. Now, if you are just starting out wanting to create better habits or maintain the good habits that you have, and you know, this could be too overwhelming if you write out, you know, 22 things to try and track. So if there's one thing you're going to track, focus on that and then anchor it, or what they, I think this is the James Clear's Atomic Habits, is habit stacking. So either sandwich it between two things that you already do automatically or habitually. So if you wake up in the morning, brush your teeth, wash your face, and then you want to go to the gym, you know, maybe put your workout clothes ready for the afternoon. So stack your habits with ones that are already established. So this one, again, I'll write off camera all the different more routines that I have in the day. Things like read in the morning, meditate, track my expenses, AM skincare, make the bed, have coffee. Scheduling your breaks is important to make sure that you don't, I'm sorry, I'm just fanning myself because it's getting warm, that you don't burn out and then, you know, just lose it like I do majority of the time. Do as I say, not what I don't do, I guess. All right, so I'll do that. But on this one, see, you've got the dates right here. So at this top there's a space where you can write down the initial of each day. So let's go have a look. So the 1st of March is a Wednesday. So then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and so on. And then that way I know exactly what day of the week it is. And if there are certain days that I don't do all of my habits or routine, then I'll go, well, Mondays is a busy day, so, you know, I don't have time to do certain things in the morning or in the afternoon. And then you're not hard on yourself that you don't fill in your planner pages. I'm just going to get a light grey Tombow dual brush pen, N95, and then the Saturday and the Sunday, I'm going to highlight that column because, like I said, if in those days I see that I didn't do my reading, my meditating, my workout, then I could go, well, it was the weekend, and weekends are my you know, rest day. And again, I'm not going to be hard on myself when I see there are certain habits that, you know, I've told myself I want to reach that I don't do on certain days, because then I'm okay with that. That'll give myself the permission to not do those things on certain days. So here on the habit tracker, days of the week initials that you can put at the top. A little tip, highlight your weekends so you can see that if there's certain habits you don't do, it's okay. It's the weekend. You can have a little bit of a break. Okay, so now we move on to the mood and sleep trackers. So the way I do my mood is I do a 5-point system, just like, you know, the customer rating: the good, the great, the good, the neutral, not so happy, and all of that. So I use my Tombow dual brush pens. So for a great day, I mark it as a green. So, and then I will put great, exclamation mark. So then I know something really good happened that day. And then orange is good. So this is my own, you know, color coding. You can pick whatever color you like, colors that will make sense to you. So you might like to have different shades of purple. So the darker purple might be a good day. The lighter purple and the lilacs might be not so good day. So do color codings if you do track your moods, things that make sense to you. You can always grab inspiration from others, but then if it doesn't work for you, there is no point, because then what will happen is then planning and tracking becomes a chore rather than something you enjoy doing. So then the so good is orange, yellow is meh. That's not men, although some people on Instagram always go, I thought that said men. Although I do have 3 men here at home, hubby and 2 sons, but no, it's meh, you know, like neither here or there. Blue is tense and anxious, and then pink is either sad or angry. Now, of course, when I put in a mark the day as good, doesn't necessarily mean the whole day was good. It's just what was the overarching mood of the day. So I mark, you know, what stood out. So it's important. I know sometimes what we do is we dwell on a bad day or a sad day or an angry day, when in actual fact it only lasted 10 minutes, but we took the whole day harping on about it or whining about it. So for me, the mood that I put on my mood tracker is the overall. So it's not as if I didn't have a sad part of the day or an angry part of the day. It's just overall, how was that day? So yeah, so now I'd love to know, do you track your mood in your planner, whether on paper or digitally? Let me know in the comment section. What I've found by tracking it is then I see patterns. So that is how I saw a pattern in my mental well-being, that I wasn't able to snap out of the cloudy moments or low moments that I had, that I would normally, you know, equate to either that time of the month, but it was just happening too often. And my mood tracker allowed me to see that, hang on, in normal circumstances, I wouldn't be this angry or wouldn't be this sad. Something's not right, that I need to go and seek for help. So that is why I track my mood. And of course, it's always fun to go and use markers and trackers. So yeah. Hello. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do appreciate you being here. And Budgeting Mama, Irene, Yvonne, Irene, thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it so much. Okay, now let's have a quick recap of where we are at. So let me show you. So I half cheated. Well, no, it's not really cheating, because I did actually, no, it's not cheating, because that was a lot of work trying to create that on my iPad and my Procreate. So no, I didn't cheat. What it is that instead of doing it on camera live, I did some preparation beforehand. So letter block with March text filled in. I colored it in, used my Zig Clean Kuretake double-ended marker to create the cute little petals. The calendar, so I just use Tombow Dual Brush Pen, so any markers you have, to just highlight where you're going to pop your dates on your calendar. Embellish it with washi tape, stickers, nice colorful markers. Use a black pen to make your headings pop on the page. If you have stencils as well, you know those alphabet stencils that you can get for the kids' school. If you have those, use that. If you're not you know, as confident in your hand lettering, so anything that will assist you in making your pages beautiful and that you're going to be happy with. Because yeah, there's no point if you're going to try something and then you go, oh, that looks not so good. Because I know I used to do that and do the comparison with other planners and go, oh, I wish my writing was not so much more neater. But it comes with time, like anything. Practice, and also if you're not as good, then it's maybe time to accept that the imperfection is what makes your handwriting unique, and it's your own. And those are what people pay those fonts for, the uniqueness, something that's different. And then next is my habit tracker and my mood and sleep trackers embellished with botanical stickers. Now, how do you make one of these letter block text? Unfortunately, I won't have time to show you today, but guess what I have done for you? I have, let me see if I can do this full screen. Is that right? Yeah. So, I have made free PDF printables for you in A5 size, in Happy Planner Classic size, as well as Letter Big Happy Planner. And if you go on my website at Mariane Cresp, oh, cover me, hello, at mariannecresp.com, then you can go under the freebies tab at the top, drop down, and you will find this March cover page, free printable for 3 different sizes. All I ask is that you sign up to my newsletter so then I can let you know of any specials that do come up later down the track or any new things that I have going. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you and I hope to see you in the next video. So check the link in the description to watch more of my videos on planner pages. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye-bye. Bye.